Hey everybody, Paul Bray, Family Friendly Gaming. This week we're going to talk about video game corruption, but before we do, I'm going to show off the new Family Friendly Gaming shirt. See this? I've had people ask us, hey, how do I get the Family Friendly Gaming gear? How do I buy shirts and coffee mugs and all that? Well, first off, you go to the familyfriendlygaming.com website. Look at the top for the store link. From the store link, you scroll down to the bottom and it'll say buy Family Friendly Gaming gear here. Click on there, it'll bring up the store to buy that. So, now that we're through with that, we can talk about video game corruption. This is one of those topics that it may take multiple parts. We may, come back to it. There might be questions, on it. The first thing that we have noticed over the years, and this is nothing too terribly new, a lot of the companies are doing this, is they try to manipulate the gaming media and reviewers by asking you to change review scores. Yes, we have received these. We said, no, we're not going to go change a review score. If there's something inaccurate or something we missed, tell us and we'll look at it. But we're not going to sit there and change the score because you want more sales. And that's really what it comes down to, is you want more sales. Or, the company wants more sales. And so what some of them have done is they have failed to provide reviewable copies if they don't think you're going to provide them a good score. So what they're trying to do is try and manipulate, and they play this little game, a little mind game, that is, of course, unethical and immoral. What they'll do is they won't reply to your emails or phone calls if they don't want to do something for you. So what they'll do is they won't reply, and we've actually done this with Microsoft up to 100 times. Their PR firm refused to respond to a question, so we just kept sending the question 100 times till we finally hit number 100 and said, okay, we're just done, because they're being, unprofessional, rude, nasty, and they're doing this on purpose. They won't reply. And then we've seen other companies do, like Nintendo, Konami, Sega, Atlas USA, is they won't respond until a couple weeks later, 2-3 weeks later. Then they'll go, oh, we're all out of reviewable copies now. Well, were you out the first time we asked? And of course they won't reply that. And that's another thing, they're very cowardly. If they don't want to answer a question, they won't answer a question. They'll just pretend like they didn't hear you. Kind of like the Emperor's New Clothes. They just pretend like they didn't hear something they didn't want to hear. That's one part of the corruption. Aside from asking you to change review scores. Then what they'll do is when you point out that they're acting immoral and unethical and they're being corrupt, is they will say, okay, well we'll just won't contact you ever again, because we have expectations of business ethics, integrity, honesty, and they seem to live in a world, or they think the business world should live in the video game industry without morals and ethics. You've probably heard of E3 lies from a lot of gaming websites, gaming magazines. Well, E3 lies is something that happens way too frequently, and it's one of the reasons why we've decided to take a couple years off of covering E3 in personal attendance, is because of the consistent and constant lies they give you. They'll sit there and promise all kinds of things. Oh yeah, we're gonna advertise with you, we're gonna give you reviewable copies, we're gonna do all this other stuff, we'll give you exclusives on the game. And so when you come back after E3 and try to get them to keep their word, to keep their promises, they come back and say, well, of course, first off, they won't reply. We've had this, they don't want to respond. And when you finally, corner them and get them to respond, they all of a sudden feign ignorance. Oh, I don't remember that. Really? Because we recorded you saying this, or we have written proof of this. Like I said, they don't care. They go about their business, and they're all me. The selfishness within the video game industry is sickening. I have gotten so tired of it in the 11 plus years we have covered the video game industry to see them just consistently act this way. And you might have probably heard quite a different gamers talk about certain websites that look like they're bought off and paid off. And we have seen stuff at E3, we have heard stuff at E3, and other shows where it's obvious that they got their little favorites. In fact, I heard one guy talk about how he went and bought the PR person a few beers so he could get a reviewable copy. Well, to me, that's unethical, immoral, and part of the corruption. We've written some articles about this on the website. Look at some of the red news stories. We've talked about this. And of course now we're talking about it in video format as well. We would like to see corruption get thrown out of the industry. One of the ideas that we floated is, Why can't we have some of these companies have all the media pay for a reviewable copy? Meaning every media outlet should pay for a reviewable copy, but it be at cost. So if it costs them $10 or $20 to make it, then fine, we should all, pay that amount of money in the gaming media, gaming websites, gaming magazines, YouTube, whoever's going to be, doing stuff on it, and then it would be equal, it would be fair, instead of this, kind of milly-willy system. In fact, we've asked many of these companies and the PR firms, well, what criteria do you use? Do you not want to reach our 6 million viewers? Do you not want our 6 million viewers to purchase your products? And they won't ever say what kind of ranking criteria, but they always hint that they rank gaming sites a certain way. We've also written about that. There's some articles on that. I'd like to thank everyone for watching and have a wonderful day.